Semper Fi, everyone, and welcome to the latest installment of Recon Jack. I'm your host, United States Marine Corps veteran and living historian, Chuck Lynch. On today's episode, I'll discuss the basic school, which is where all newly commissioned and warranted U.S. Marine Corps officers are taught the basics of becoming an officer of Marines. The basic school, which is more commonly referred to as TBS, is located at Camp Barrett, Quantico, Virginia, in the southwest of the Marine Corps Base Quantico complex. Each year, over 1,700 new officers are trained, representing such commissioning sources as the U.S. Naval Academy, known as USNA, Navy ROTC, Officer Candidate School, and Marine Corps Limited Duty Officer, known as LDO, and Warrant Officer Accession programs. The school's 5 horizontal themes define the expectations of every student officer at TBS. These themes are a man or woman of exemplary character who has a clear understanding that a Marine commission brings with special trust and confidence, and the highest expectations of the American people, who is devoted to the core values of honor, courage, and commitment, and possesses a moral compass that unfailingly points to do the right thing as an ethical warrior. Devoted to leading Marines and sailors 24/7, which embraces the exceptional and unremitting responsibility to one's Marines and their families, inspires and instills confidence in his or her Marines during times of adversity, adheres to and enforces standards regardless of time of day, location, or duty status, treats all Marines and sailors with dignity and respect, and dedication to a lifetime of study and learning about the profession of arms. Able to decide, communicate, and act in the fog of war, think critically, and arrive at an acceptable decision based on sound tactical thinking within their commander's intent. Communicates clearly both orally and in writing in tactical and administrative situations, which emphasizes on issuing clear, meaningful orders and guidance. Having a bias for action, seizes the initiative and acts instead of waiting for the perfect sight picture or direction from higher, and once action is initiated, acts with boldness and determination. A war fighter who embraces our naval character and the Corps' warrior ethos. A competent combat leader grounded in the basic infantry skills and characterized by sound judgment and aggressiveness in execution. Educated in the fundamentals of maneuver warfare, tactics, combined arms, and the time-tested principles of battle, while maintaining an offensive mindset throughout, being proactive, not reactive. Mentally strong and physically tough. Imbued with a warrior spirit and able to thrive in a complex and chaotic environment and persevere despite the obstacles to mission accomplishment, possessing the self-discipline to push past preconceived limits. After earning a commission, new Marine Second Lieutenants, who are unrestricted line officer Marine Lieutenants, complete the Basic Officer Course, or BOC, prior to becoming their job specialization training, known as their Military Occupational Specialty, or MOS, to prepare them for service in the Marine Corps at large, known as Fleet Marine Force or other operating forces assignments. The majority of Marine Corps officers are commissioned through the USMC Officer Candidate School, but many are also graduates of the U.S. Naval Academy or other service academies who choose to commission with the Marine Corps instead. Restricted line and limited duty officers are direct commissioned from the Chief Warrant Officer ranks as either a First Lieutenant or Captain and do not attend BOC. However, as warrant officers, they have already completed the Warrant OBC at TBS prior to becoming their officer service in the operating forces. Most officers attend BOC as a second lieutenant immediately after commissioning at OCS, or within a few months of graduation and commissioning from either the USNA or an NROTC program. Some newly commissioned officers may serve a short period of time in an interim assignment, such as an assistant athletic coach at the USNA, before beginning TBS or BOC. A few officers attend BOC as a first lieutenant because they were commissioned through the Platoon Leaders Class program, known as PLC law, which permits them to attend law school as second lieutenants and then attend TBS or BOC after promotion to first lieutenant upon receiving their law degree. In very rare cases, an officer who receives an initial commission in another branch of the U.S. Armed Forces and who has already been promoted to first lieutenant may receive an inter-service transfer to the Marine Corps and attend TBS as a first lieutenant. The BOC currently lasts 28 weeks, during which new officers receive classroom, field, and practical application training on weapons, tactics, leadership, and protocol. The course is split into 3 graded categories: leadership, academics, and military skills. Much like OCS, graded events are split between events that are graded and events that must be passed. Events that must be passed are the 15-mile hike, all 3 exams, the endurance course, final land navigation, night land navigation, and both rifle and pistol qualification. Events that simply are given a grade are the 3, 6, 9, and 12-mile hikes, leadership billets and field exercises, and various decision-making exercises. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Recon Jack, and perhaps you've learned something new. Stay tuned for part 2 of this episode as I continue to explore the hallowed histories, traditions, and individuals of the United States Marine Corps. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and leave a comment in the section below. I always enjoy interacting with you folks and seeing the growth of this channel. Also, don't hesitate to tell a friend or family member or email me directly at recon_jack@hotmail.com. And until next time, Semper Fi and carry on.